I'm sorry, but just from the noise of that, I'm just imagining you just had something heavy ready. It's just like 3,
Now
2,
that
1,
you've watched this
drops it
YouTube
on
video,
yourself.
next night at 3 a.m.
He
you will be
attacked the
attacked by an
slime
evil
sack.
ghost. Repost this video to 10 of your friends. If you put the number 1 in the comments, something good will happen at 1 a.m. on the 1st of whatever the next month that starts with 1 is.
Possibly.
I'm sorry, but that's just... the next month that starts with whatever one is. What? All months start with 1.
Oh, what's that thing down there?
Anyway, greetings everyone and welcome back to the Dark Tides of Runeterra. Missing a couple of people this week, but that's just because that was the most
successfully clicked on.
So we're missing another person this week.
No, he's not missing. He's just kind of in the distance. He's still catching up. He's last week at the moment. We missed a couple of people due to classes and tests and homework. So that's fine. We still got people here for it. Someone's distracted with Minecraft, but it's fine. I mean, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't be distracted with Minecraft. I've got to run a game. And also, you know, the server's not up yet for the Pixelmon one. So, last week, you all basically had a bit of a downtime thing as you waited for day to arrive. As you basically had your discussions with the Sentinels that you met. Kuiper had a bit of an existential crisis. I couldn't say that word right.
A stroke.
Yes.
Great strong cuff.
Alekxander would have spent most of it just chilling out with Olaf, talking about great fights and great meals. Alari tried to break up fighting and basically tried to shame the Sentinels for being shitty teammates.
Yes, Alexander will definitely have been stopping fighting, and not at all absolutely egging it on.
That's why we kept him away.
That's why he was distracted by the giant roast boar.
And trying to get some from Umpa, apparently.
Oh yeah.
Although it was funny, it was like trying to sort this out diplomatic.
Try to sort it out diplomatic. Alari just turns into mother mode. Tries to shame both of them.
Now, you two go up to your room. Okay.
Although one of them did stomp off to the room and Alari followed her. Tried to shame her all on the way.
She did follow her.
Just follows her back to the room and she's just furiously masturbating, and that's just where we ended the session.
Oh no. You were all given the mission of basically all of you, including the Sentinels, are heading to Bilgewater, which is here for Jack, the small little island of the pirates.
I am somewhat aware for once where Bilgewater is.
Yes.
Mostly because I think I've asked every other session you've all gone, it's here, Jack. It's here, Jack.
Also because it's actually
Jack.
not crossed out.
I moved the Waffleberg world sign from it.
Appreciated, because I have no idea where anything is.
Like, quite literally, I need to make 2 versions of this map. One that's just nice and clear, or one that Santa can deface to his heart's content. But yes, well, they're off to find the next piece of Isolde's soul, as you found out. You all were going to go to the Buru Temple to help out Ilawi's ghost issue. Basically, the undead have taken over one of the temples, You also learned that one of the undead that you fought before, a certain spectral centaur person called Ncorin, is probably most likely to blame. And you all ended the session traveling to the via the map, so you are now in Bilgewater.
Ooh.
For Potoo and Mariah, it's like a homecoming. You feel happy to be back here, even if it is like probably not the nicest of place to live. It's home to you two. Alari, or is it Delris at the moment?
It's Alari currently.
Yep, you're probably feeling a bit awkward. You remember what happened last time you was here. And as for Waffleberg, Kuiper, and Alekxander, this is the first time you've set foot here. And set your foot, what you see is kind of like a mountainous island with many a port and building just built into the side of it. And pretty much think just like your typical Pirate Bay kind of thing, only without the torrenting because that's not a thing anymore.
Sag. So you didn't hear that from me.
Look like place that you described, but Alexander will make sure, just for clarity's sake, this is not island you want Alexander to fight, is it?
No.
No.
No, I did not think so. I
I
expect
mean-
planet that Alexander's
could-
going to fight to scream evil a little harder.
We could probably see it from here, so
If
Just
you
gonna,
get to
like-
a high enough place, you'll be able to.
if we get tired, we could probably see it from here. Speaking of which, look at all of this used space, yet so much wasted food.
Yeah, there's a few crates around and such. Oddly enough, it's very quiet again. Like, you remember the last time you were here, for those that were here before. These places, they're usually quite bustling, quite busy. A lot of people getting swindled, a lot of people starting random fights. And a lot of people just getting drunk off their asses. Doesn't seem to be anyone on the streets this time. The sentinels that have travelled with you will look to you and be like, well, we've got to go over to that ship there. Apparently that's where Graves' friend wants to go meet us up. You'll all be wanting to travel to the north of the map. Well, travel north to the island. That's where the temple will be. Something about crossing a long bridge. There's a temple there, and there'll probably be a boat waiting there for you.
Sounds about right.
Much appreciated. Who came with us again, Sentinel-wise?
I believe in this one it was Graves, Lucian, Senna, and I want to say Riven as well. I'd probably say all of them are there, but it's been a while. It's been a hot minute.
Okay.
But they're the main ones that were important to this part. Alari, Potoo, you two can roll me a quick history check each.
1 second.
Sure.
Roll 20 is having a lag out.
Eurism?
Yes, I noticed that you wasn't on it.
Yeah, but it's been lagging, letting me in.
Yeah. Okay, 19 for Potoo.
Sorry.
The trio and the 129.
There we go. What are we rolling again?
This is just for Alari and Potoo since they've been here
Ah.
before.
Very well.
I would also have Mariah roll, but Mariah is not here player-wise.
Alright, how's homework?
Mariah has GCSE and homework.
14.
Screw it, I'm gonna roll for her. Like, technically you've passed anyway, but let's just see. Yeah.
She's on the same boat as me today.
Actually, this works out quite well. Alari, upon mention of the bridge and the large temple, you think that this is the one that you've been to before, where you tried to get the survivors across to it.
Ah, that sounds familiar.
As for you, Potoo, and for Mariah, you instantly recognize the large ship that the Sentinels are going towards.
Sweet.
I forget what it's called. Give me a sec. Low Misfortunes ship. What is it called? I wish I knew, but it's not coming up. God damn it. Bilgewater cards.
Not the Dreadway, is it?
No, the Dreadway's Gangplanks, if I recall right.
Yeah, it is.
Hers has a different name, and I'm trying to remember what it was, but I can't remember it. So, give me un momento, por favor. For some reason, I didn't take a time to think, oh yes, no, I should probably look this up ahead of time. It is called... It is called, where the hell is this? I know there's a card for it. That's the worst part. I 100% know there's a card for it. I just can't find it. Because it's being a...
Sorry, I can't stop yawning.
I
Funny.
noticed.
You will.
I thought it had a card. Does it not have a card?
Portals aren't supposed to make people tired.
Eh,
Okay, apparently it doesn't have
side
one.
effect of being fused with another person.
Apparently I'm wrong. Apparently it doesn't have a card. Huh. But, yeah, you'd recognize this ship to be Misfortune ship. Like, you pretty much know, unless you're invited onto that ship, it's not a good thing to be sneaking on there. It's the fastest way to find a bullet between the eyes.
Wow. You're going on that ship.
It's fine. Sarah's an old friend. Graves just grins at you. We've worked together before. It's fine. I've got one of those little passes, you know, that just lets us on.
Ah, okay then.
So,
So you just
we're gonna mosey on over there. You mosey on, do your thing. We'll meet back at the temple. How's that sound?
sounds good enough.
Sounds good.
Eh,
Alexander barely understands what we're doing here. I'm just going to do whatever you say, really.
Alright. So, as you all head on over back to that bridge, I could actually pull the thing back up. I could actually do this again. I can't be arsed. Unless it's just there for me to... It is. That works. Thank you. I was getting worried then that I'd have to try and find a PDF again, but I found it. Because there is a thing here that is random encounters in Bilgewater. This is indeed city encounters. So, instead of me... Oh, yeah. Yeah, pretty much they've said... I forgot to explain this, sorry. You pretty much learned last night that if you do this job and come back in one piece, they will be recruiting you all into the Sentinels of Light, which is then pretty much your quick and easy pass to get onto the Shadow Isles to go beat up the Shadow Isles. So, Let me roll a d20 and see what happens. 7 is everything trying to get in the way. 7 is cold. God damn it! No, we've done that one before. We're not doing that again.
What is it?
It was the giant octopus in the sushi place again.
Oh, the
Where an
octopus
octopus?
managed to make it back into the sushi place again.
Yes.
That is an unlucky octopus.
He's just like, I like sushi, okay? Don't judge me.
That one will do. Okay. So, as you're all walking across, I'm going to roll a d4 for this. Okay. Either way it would be then. Alari, make me a quick perception check.
1 second. Perception check.
Yes, please. You don't notice this coming, but I'll let everyone else roll me a perception check now. Kuiper, yes. Alekxander, no, unfortunately. Potoo also yes. Potoo and Kuiper, you watch as someone steps out from the shadows. And you see them fire a crossbow bolt off, and it whizzes straight over Alari's head.
Hey!
And you hear them shout out, "Stop right there, Kendrick! Your reign of terror ends now."
Is there a Kendrick here?
Kendrick?
I do
I
not
don't even think we
believe-
know a Kendrick, do we?
No.
I do not believe my name has been Kendrick at any point.
As they step out of the shadows, it's clearly a human. Potoo, I will let you roll a... What would this be? Just roll me another perception, Potoo. Let's see if you recognize this person.
19.
You would You've seen him around a few times. This is a bounty hunter called Westerly Graves. Not that Graves, he's a different Graves. And he's just there with the crossbow still aimed at Alari. Now you're
Would
saying
you?
that, but I know Kendrick when I see him.
This
For
is
once,
Alari.
sir, I am female.
And so's Kendrick.
Who the hell is Kendrick?
Obviously you are, mate. With that
I'm
bloody
really
with
not.
that bloody blue face paint.
It's not. This is my skin.
That's a nice.
If we dunk her in the water, would it help? It's not face paint.
This is my skin.
Who should I ask to do this? While you two are arguing this, either Alekxander or Kuiper can make me a perception at the said water you want to dunk her head into.
I don't
I
agree
mean,
with...
there's gotta be a barrel or something nearby.
Alekxander, you look into the water. You see a large red eye staring back at you.
This appears to be looking at me. Should I be concerned? No?
What? What is it?
Point.
Yeah, there's
Let's
a
have a
large
look.
red eye staring back at you from the water. And then you see the large mouth of needle-like teeth below it.
Ew. What
Um,
is this?
Look, I don't know who you are, but one, my name's not Kendrick. 2, this is my skin. And 3, do not fire that thing at me again if you wish to keep your head. We are here to see Alawi.
Oh, wowie.
Alright. So you say you're not Kendrick then? Prove it.
Just kind of like lights her hand on fire. Does this prove it enough for you?
Make me a persuasion check. And yes, given this is in the PDF, it actually does have a thing for this, and you just about passed. It was a DC 15 check according to this PDF. Well, it just kind of carefully reaches out, grabs your wrist, not like harshly, and then just kind of shakes your hand back and forth. Well, it's probably just a trick of the black powder, you know. You just ignite it, it just burns off, and it's not going
I'll
out.
toss it to my other hand.
It's not.
I'll toss the like ball of fire to my other hand.
All right, that's a new one.
Do you need glasses?
Well, you can see where I'm coming from. Just give me a moment, and they will pull off like a wanted poster from the belt and hold it up. It does bear a bit of an odd resemblance to Alari. Not 100%, like the ears are a bit different, the hair's shorter. But they do have the blue face paint.
Oh, Alari. Alexander will just come over, just have a look at it.
Oh no, just look at the ears right there.
Yeah, you do spot some of the differences with that 14.
Alexander does not recognize this person. It is certainly not quite the person that Alexander has been traveling with, unless she's had more work done than we think.
Alright, you can see where I'm coming from though, like quite literally. It's rare to see anyone with blue skin around these parts, so
I
easy mistake to
mean,
make.
there's a thing that they can do that quite literally change that.
But to be honest, Alexander has just said something that brings up an entirely new line of conversation.
Oh,
Alexander shall have to wait. It does not seem appropriate to bring up in front of a stranger.
That's fair enough. I'll be letting you go now then, but if you do manage to see someone else with blue skin, uh, first of all, I called dibs. Second of all, let me know. I may give you a bit of a share of the bounty.
sure, why not?
Why would I share a bounty with someone who just shot crossbow at my head?
Because I'm the one that gave you the information.
He was technically nice enough not to shoot you in the face.
Yeah, I'm nice enough to know when my mistake has been made.
That's because he wanted to take the person alive, though. Better reward that way.
I don't know, does it say alive or dead or just dead?
It does indeed say dead or alive,
Ah, good point.
but alive does have a higher bounty, like reward than dead. Seems whoever
Yeah,
wants them for answers.
Point proven.
Alright, I'll be talking to you. Well, hopefully be talking to you later about this if you find him. Good day. Oh, one other thing. Now since you're heading up that way towards the north, you may want to be a bit careful there. Shadows around and all.
It's literally what we're here to deal with.
He'll just look you all over. Don't really look like sentinel material to me, but what do I know?
We're apparently a better team than the Sentinels, dysfunctional as we are.
Yeah, you'll hear a bit of like arguing coming from Misfortune's ship in the distance.
Yeah, I'd have to say that we're probably a bit more organized than them.
I'm more worried for them than us.
To be quite frank, I mean, they could honestly be more dangerous to each other than the shadows are.
That's my thoughts too.
Especially from the fact that they shout like drunken sailors. I don't like drunken sailors. As you have already probably deduced from that statement, I am not enjoying what little I've seen of this place so far.
So,
We have a job to do here.
he'll bid you farewell and he'll walk off.
Don't let me lose my disguise, okay?
Yes,
Very
that would be bad
disguised.
for you. And Mariah.
That would be bad for a lot of things.
So, you carry on your way. And I'm going to roll something. And this is not something that's on the chart, this is just something I want to do.
Okay.
Who is this going to affect? I don't want it to be Alari Delris again. Right, I'll give that another reroll just because you've already had something happen to you.
Oh, don't go on standby, you dumbass computer.
Yes, that's what happens to you. Your computer goes on standby.
Yeah, the annoying part is sometimes when it goes on standby, it crashes.
Oof.
So we'll see if it crashes now.
Oof. So, as you're all carrying on, walking past, I'd say you've gone a bit away from the docks now. You're a bit more into the middle of the town itself. Walking past, like, shops, bars, taverns, and large spaces of back alleyways. Kuiper, you hear someone call out. Hey, hey there, small man. How about you step into my parlor quickly?
What does this look like?
Looks like a large, run-down tavern.
And am I allowed an immediate insight?
Go for it.
Oh, 16.
It looks a bit sketchy, but then again, everywhere here looks a bit sketchy.
I'll make sure everyone's close by, of course, and take a few steps.
Okay.
You're letting us know about this?
Yeah, he just goes, one moment.
Kuiper?
Keep an eye out.
I will be walking up beside Kuiper.
Okay.
He
Same.
won't stop you.
Okay. So as you all walk in. Seems a bit dimly lit aside from a few candles. And there seems to be a large table laid out. And the voice continues with its southern drawl. Now then, see you got company here, but the deal I'm offering's between you and me, small man. I hope you understand that. I can't go around offering out help and aid to just anyone now.
Well, whatever you have to say, you can say it to me, as long as they can hear.
Oh, don't worry, they're not going to be sending them out. I understand your plight, and I understand this issue. You got to keep your friends close, right?
Eyebrow raise.
Now then. So, you may notice I'm a bit more perceptive than most. So, when I look at you, my small Yordle friend, and don't worry, I'm
Keep
not
it
here for
down.
any... No one's around to hear, don't worry about that. But I
There is an
blame...
immediate glare, though, from Alari.
Yeah.
I noticed that you're not from around here. You're from that tall mountain yonder way. And that you're having a bit of a, how best put it, religious kind of crisis.
Squint.
No, you're definitely strange.
Oh, if you think I'm strange now, let me just get some light in here. And he will actually just reach out and swing one of the candles a bit closer. And you see this figure.
Which figure?
Ah! Hold up. Does Potoo know?
Potoo, roll me a religion check, actually, Potoo.
Oh, religion check, okay.
Actually, no, religion or history, whichever one's better.
They're both the same. That's a 17.
I'll get to you in a second, Potoo. Uh, you just continue. So yes, you all see this large catfish-looking creature in front of you, and he just smiles down at Kuiper. I could help with such a thing, make certain sides see the error of their ways. Of course, all I need is a signature in return, and a favor down the
No,
line.
no. You're going to tell me how you know all this first.
As I said, I'm quite perceptive, and I got ears everywhere.
That's beyond perceptive. It's stalkery.
Potoo?
Hmm.
Yeah, there's one law of Bilgewater that goes unsaid. Never trust a catfish.
Ah.
Quite
Mm.
literally. He is a, you know, did you roll history or did you roll religion for that? Sorry. I need to know
They're
which one
both
chose.
the same, so I suppose I did roll a history.
Okay. You've heard rumors about him, you've heard tellings of a large catfish-like being who pretty much gets you to make a deal. And yes, it's like a Faustian deal. But instead of selling your soul, it's like, I help you now, and later on, you do something for me. And that something is usually feeding him.
Well, now, a deal with a catfish, unless you've got enough food for it. I don't recommend.
Oh, trust
Food,
me.
you say?
Well, yes, normally what I ask in return is a meal down the line. I mean, you can probably tell from my exquisite figure that I am a man of a refined taste.
Yeah, he'd probably eat you, Kuiper.
He'd be no more than a morsel, him. Oh, no, no, no.
Hmm.
Besides, there are other tastier dishes out there.
Yuck.
I think we're done here. If I change my mind, I will be back.
Make me a
If you're
persuasion.
even here.
Make me a persuasion.
Will do. Oh boy. Hold on.
Let's roll for him. Let's see.
Oh,
Well, my door is always open if you should ever change your mind, and I suppose that goes for the rest of you. If there's any wanton desire, any issue that needs solving, all it takes is your signature on the paper, and I can make it happen.
I do think you understand how Alexander likes to deal with his problems. But
Oh, no,
Alexander
I understand.
appreciates offer, I guess.
I understand. A man from the Freljord's a man who worships the bear. Yes, I understand that you like to solve it with your fists and your weapons.
Just realized how loud that is. Holy shit, I'm sorry.
It didn't come over here, don't worry.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
didn't.
For you, my fine sir, I could offer you the greatest fight you ever had, the greatest war you've ever taken part in.
And what guarantee do we have in your ability?
If you
Trust me.
actually look at Potoo does not look very pleased to be talking to the catfish.
I do enjoy a fight, but I don't think I enjoy a fight so much as to make a deal to enter a fight. Unless that deal is in cold hard cash, with a nice reward on the end.
Oh, trust me, there'd be a reward for both parties here. You'd get a reward and I'd get a reward.
Yeah. What is the extent of your power? Would you say?
Oh, you're wanting to hear from a satisfied customer? Is that what you're talking about right now?
Sure.
Make me persuasion.
Hold on.
Okay. Well, if you want a tale, I could spin you a tale or two of my satisfied customers. Uh, you there, my fine feathered friend. You're from around these parts, are you not?
You could say that.
Surely you remember the extravagant wedding that happened several years ago of that fine fella from upstate, Harold, I believe his name was.
I think I do recall something like that.
Yes, who do you think helped set him up and helped him find the love of his life?
I'm more thinking I'd rather, before even considering an offer from you, hear from someone who is present.
Potoo, also roll me a quick history check.
Yes. 18.
You can't recall the exact details of the wedding, but you know there was something that happened at that wedding that's he's kind of leaving out.
I feel like I need to remember exactly what happened.
Well, happy ever after, that's what happened.
Ah, you're missing a thing.
And what thing would that be?
I remember hearing something bad happen to someone.
Ah, my only goal was to set them up. What they did afterwards is all on them. As for you, my sapphire-skinned friend, I could try and get one or two people rounded up to try and give you their experiences. You'd have to wait around a bit first, though. Kinda hard to find the good help you need when there's spooks about.
It's like, well, I'd rather hear from someone living about your prowess before ever considering touching that slimy hand of yours.
Is that a fact?
I feel like we're
It
getting
is.
very, very off topic here. Why aren't we here to deal with something completely different?
We're here to
Yes,
help
we were here to
Alari.
deal with the spooks that you speak of, anyways.
Well, make me a persuasion, just quickly.
Me?
Yeah, given that you just mentioned it.
Alright. That is a 21.
I suppose the girls are bad for business right now. It's hard to drum up the signatures and the contract signings when everyone's scurried out. So, I'm going to let you all go for now, but as said, my door is always open. If you want your witnesses to talk to, you can come back at a later time when I've got them ready for you. As said, all that's waiting is a pen on the paper. Just think about it, won't you?
Are you that desperate?
Not desperate per se, I just like to see the smile in people's eyes.
Well, the sooner we take care of these spooks, the sooner you can get more signed signatures, I suppose.
Indeed, indeed, my fine feathered friend. Now, off with you. I've got another client lined up.
Very well.
So, you all head back out. And as you head back out, you'll see like someone waiting nervously outside. It seems to be a young human female.
Hmm.
Oh, is Mr. Kench in there?
I'd stay away from that slimy fish if it was you. If I were you, dear.
well, he helped me grandma when she was sick. I need to go in to see about the payment.
Payment.
Yes, he helped out, and I give something back in return.
What do you owe him?
He hasn't said yet. That's the weird. Uh, he hasn't said yet, but it's usually gold. I've got quite a few gold here.
How do you know it's usually gold?
Because that's how Bilgewater works. Everyone's after gold.
Not always.
And she'll just like nod and just walk past.
Watch yourself.
And as you continue on your way, perception checks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you all hear the scream. And you all hear the gluttonous laugh afterwards.
Alexander, who is a little bit of a simpleton, so just turns around and goes back in.
Potoo just grabs his shoulder.
She's gone.
It's too late for him. The moment
Uh,
you sign, it's too late.
Given that she's from here, I'm going to have Mariah roll a religion check just to see. Yeah. Yes, Mariah actually got it. Mariah just nods along with Potoo. Yeah, you don't deal with demons.
Demon.
If that is a demon, then surely in good conscience we cannot allow it to remain.
I don't think we'd have the power to stop it if we wanted to, Alexander.
Nah, he's been doing this a long time.
They said we'd be back. I'm starting to think I wasn't kidding. But not yet.
Monday.
I mean,
Well,
technically you've already faced a demon.
Yes. And we came out with somewhat a bit of PTSD from that one.
That is true. So, you continue on your way as the booming laughter of Tom Kench fills the air. And you start to get into a larger area. And out the corner of your eyes, those that have been here before, you see a very familiar sight. You see Bilgewater's most famous tavern, the Brazen Hydra. The place where you all started this sordid affair. For those that weren't here for the beginning of it, the Brazen Hydra is a tavern housed within the three-story wreck of an old slaughter fleet galleon.
Yep.
So basically think a large ship that's just crashed up onto the place and then got turned into a tavern because people like the look of it or something.
Well,
That is
I believe
essentially what
there's a
you're
lot
looking
of
at.
restaurants and stuff in real life like that.
Yep. And yes, this is where the party initially all first met. And even despite what is going on in Bilgewater, it still seems to be a bit bustling.
Well, it's always good to see that place is still up and running well.
There were more of us back then.
Yes.
more of you.
We had Phoenyrie, Galder, who, well,
You met
yes.
one of them.
Yes, we have.
I mean, technically you met both. It's just that one of them turned out to be Nico in disguise.
Ah. Good point, Sky voice.
I'm here to remind. It's fine. But along the way, you do also see the building off in the distance that is just before the large bridge. The one that people held up in where you fought your first monsters of the mists. Whereabouts are you heading?
We should probably keep moving.
Yes, the faster we get this done, the faster we can finish.
Okay. And as you do so. Someone that is outside the Brazen Hydra will just call over to you.
Hmm.
And as you look over, seems to be a street vendor. And they're just
I'm
there going,
tired of talking.
oh, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. You look like people of fine taste there. I've got treasure you can't afford to miss. How about we make a deal, yes?
To be honest, the last trader we told to aid someone, I don't really want to do anything.
That's fair.
Can you just fuck off? Thank you.
Potoo,
Hmm.
you'd know this person to be a human called Thea Brown. She is an exotic pet dealer.
Want to be left alone after that one of me.
Interesting.
She seems to be holding an egg.
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 And it tells me I've actually got to roll for this to see what it is. Okay. Oh no.
Who's actually interested?
Oh no. I've read what this becomes. Oh no. I see you've got an eye on this here. I'm asking 3,000 gold for this.
What is it?
It's an egg.
What's in the egg?
Some kind of monster. Got it all the way from Ionia, this one.
Freaking Potoo is going to just pay for the egg.
Okay. I will
Two.
also need to roll a 1d4 to see how many days until this hatches. 2 days until it hatches.
Cool.
Given Potoo was paid for it, you can all roll me a nature on this.
Including Potoo, or
Yes.
Alekxander just isn't bothered.
Alright.
One second.
I'll just talk over the things while you're doing this. The other ones it could have been is a giant seahorse for 200, a giant torch for 350. If I rolled a 4, it would have been a dragon shark worth 15,000. Given I rolled a 3, Potoo and Alari, you know this to be a pseudo dragon egg.
Oh. Are you sure you want that creature?
well, better than it just becoming scrambled eggs for some bizarre cuisine. Cook.
Just
How
be
did y'all say
careful.
cuisine?
Be careful. They're not just pets.
I'm not assuming it's a pet.
Potoo, you're trying to hatch more sharks.
You think it's a shark?
Yes, the patterns that... Wait.
No.
Well, you already seen, I didn't treat Smee like a pet. Why would I treat this one like one?
That's fair. Just be careful not to anger it.
Right.
So,
It isn't like Smee.
Out of character, you know what a pseudo dragon is, right?
I do. I
Yeah,
know they're
okay.
actually very intelligent.
Yes.
so this is where Sir went.
Actually, I was gonna say, can this be like a solid gold-colored one? That'd be absolutely funny.
Just to look like Phoenyrie.
So, you all carry on.
Just name it Phoebe.
You all get to the doors of this large building, this large safe house. And yeah, the doors are shut. The doors are locked.
Barely wrapping the egg and putting it in the bag and making sure that Debbie keeps an eye on it as we go.
That's actually a
I
good point.
can-
I forgot to do something.
I could get us through, but not quietly. Just eyes up the door.
Yes, how are you going to try and get through this door that is locked?
You just knock, shave on a haircut, 2 bits.
You knock.
To be honest, I think I know what spell he was thinking of.
So you knock on the door,
I do.
and a knock returns.
I knock on the door.
A second, more forceful knock.
Are you using knock or knock?
Yes.
I used the action. Kuiper's using the spell.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
So
Just
you knock, and a voice comes back. Be ye alive or be ye dead?
Alive, and then the door just opens because Kuiper used the spell knock.
Be ye alive or be ye...
sorry. Oh,
Kuiper says, "Eat door."
I was expecting undead.
No. And you
Is-
just see...
Are they alive?
Yeah, you see quite a few human people just like... Well, quite a few people huddled up in here just trying to keep shelter.
Meant more the person who got yeeted by the door.
They got a black eye, but... They got a black eye and a bit of a busted nose.
Are you okay?
Better this than dead, I suppose.
Yes. Also, we are very alive.
I noticed.
We'll just drip some potion on a rag and give it to him. Treat yourself.
Just dab the eyeball.
The rest of them are just like huddled up and they just look at you, and then you hear them muttering between themselves like, well, they could have just waited until we opened the door, couldn't they have?
Potoo just bows, fanning out his freaking arms, and apologizes.
We do not think arguing about this is going to get us anywhere.
They were not arguing, they were muttering amongst themselves. But
Yes.
You must forgive me. It does not take much for things to become arguments when you're in Freljord.
You're not in the Freljord at the moment. The only thing
You're
you're
in
probably going to
Bilgewater.
argue
It's
on.
worse.
I mean, that is fair.
He does serve a very good point, does he not?
either way, we are here to assist Alari in
Oh.
ridding of the dead.
You'll be wanting
Yes.
to go to the temple across the bridge then, won't you?
Yes.
Everyone move. Let's get this door locked first behind them, then move over to this side of the room so they can go through that one. Like, as you look around, you notice none of these guys look like fighters. They just look like random villagers that have just taken shelter here.
Quite a settlement you have.
Aye. Normally we're a bit more better defended, but misfortunes had our forces. Well, yeah, Captain Fortune's had our forces spread out a bit at the moment. Turns out that bloody pirate Gangplank's back.
Oh, yes, that's the.
Captain Fortune, you work for her?
No, but she's the pirate queen at the moment, so everyone
Yeah.
calls her captain.
Head
I have
boss.
a
I see.
question. Do all of the pirates in this city have very generic-y pirate names? It almost feels like a pun at this point.
I mean,
I don't have a generic piratey name.
You're a
Hurt
pirate?
Yes, I did serve on a pirate ship.
I am surprised that your name isn't Mrs. Bombastic or something along those lines, to be honest. They do seem to have very on-the-nose names here, okay?
I'm a
Just
man.
so, I was gonna say, just leans in, just goes, they are male.
What?
I imagine
Which
your
I-
thing of leaning in is literally scaling him into his ear and be like, they are male.
No, it's just quite literally, just Alexander stood there. You see just Kuiper just hovering up on the floating desk, just like a.
I mean, he pretty much uses it to get everywhere. I wouldn't.
I don't remember why, but Gangplank is on small note in pocket that says must punch. People who are on the punch list are very important that I punch.
We're
Oh
not
yes,
quite sure
Gangplank
about
is
his.
very important to punch.
We're not quite sure about his location at the moment. He's
You
hiding
can
himself
see
quite well, despite the size
Just-
of the ship.
pushes his note into this poor person's face. Yeah, you can see it is below King of Trolls and above emo bunny bastard bitch fucker.
You might not want to push the paper that close. I'm kind of bleeding on it here.
It
You're
is
gonna mess up
fine.
your writing.
I think it gives the notes the feel and thematic it is going for.
Alexander, leave him alone.
Fair.
Okay, I suppose he is not man I came to punch.
Uh,
Although I can change if you want, baby.
I've had a door slammed in my face. I think I'm good for tonight.
Starting to wonder if Alexander doesn't have a punch kink.
Oh no.
I mean, hey, we've all got to get there somehow, baby.
Oh no. We last saw
Maybe this
Gangplank
is why
west of
Alexander's
Piltover.
life left him.
So
Assume that.
they'll have taken the
I'd
time.
mind doing it one day.
They'll have taken the time to have locked the door behind you, and they're all already moving to the side of the room you're on.
I don't know why you bother doing that. We've just determined that door is fucking useless.
Well, that's only if somebody has that spell.
Raw iron, set to keep ghosts out.
Oh.
In that case, I suppose it's a very good door.
Either way, bridges through that door there, and I feel like I'm gonna be sick. Give me a moment. And he just kind of crawls to one of the corners.
You got bonked by a single door. Good heavens, man.
I had been drinking heavily before this. I should let you know.
Oh, well,
Bill's
I'm on
water
a,
is known
I'm
for
on a
its
come
heavy
down
drink.
from the alcohol.
well, that's your fault then.
You'll see a couple of the younger people in the place just go up and unlock the other door for you to reveal the bridge going across to the temple.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, you do see the mist clawing at the edges of this bridge, by the way.
Is Alari already over there?
Yeah, if last we heard, she's keeping it safe from whatever ghouls are trying to pour in there.
Sounds about right.
We would have gone as well, but quite frankly, but I don't think any of us will be able to survive the bridge.
Especially not Mr. Hungover.
Bridge does not punch you as hard as door.
It's less of what's on the bridge and what's in the water.
I'm sure the water also punches you less than door.
Alexander has very short memory.
So, you heading
Alexander
through?
has sense of humor. Leave Alexander alone.
Are you heading through the bridge? No,
Yes.
heading through the door. Yes, you head through the bridge, you crash into the ocean.
Physically phase through the bridge.
You all just walk out, you all activate no clip. So, as you head through, the door's locked behind you. And you will hear a chuckle coming from behind you as well.
I swear to fuck if it's a bloody fucking raccoon.
It is not a raccoon. But it is coming from the rooftop of that building you were just in.
Just kind of look around like, oh, what is it now?
Neck
Ding,
wrench!
ding, bitch.
Wishing! You see Alexander's head do a 180 like he's a fucking Gmod ragdoll.
We hear the crack of bones as his neck breaks.
Last time I heard laugh like that, it was fucking raccoon!
You do see a small figure perched up on the roof.
What
Huh.
did it look like?
Hello?
Hello? Oh, I thought you said that because someone entered the chat. God damn it.
Nope. It was me.
It is this that you see,
Ah, powder monkey.
but with less red glowing and more green glowing, with a tiny little ruined crown on its head.
Is that Smee?
That
Oh,
better not be Smee.
Fuck's sake, where is my javelin? Fuck off!
Give me a second. I need to look through this. Does this thing give me stats for powder monkeys? If I recall right, this thing actually has stats for powder monkeys somewhere in here. Ah, yes, Abyssal Eye. That's the thing that stared back at you. Yes.
Again!
It actually has stats for powder monkeys. The 18 will miss, but the 14, let me check, does hit. So you have hit once, Jack.
Have you hit Smee?
Oh god, sorry, I've got all my damage modifiers on.
As the monkey unexplodes.
No, it should have just been the piercing damage. Which,
Okay.
yes, is not fantastic when I'm not palading the shit out of things. Palading.
Hello,
That
ding
means
ding.
Smee is still alive. After that, yes.
Fuck
Oh, wait.
off, or I'm throwing another!
Wait.
Potoo is going to trip Alexander.
You're going to trip someone who stood still. You're mean.
As in, I'm kicking your feet out from underneath you because you're technically attacking Smee, who is a part of the party but is being possessed.
Maybe you should state that first before kicking me in the shins. You massive bastard!
Maybe you should think before you go throwing shit. You massive cunt.
No! Get your own interesting character trait,
Just roll you off the bridge.
So Smee is going to be seeing this and it's just going to be laughing. Despite having just been hit with a javelin. He's just laughing at the infighting.
Just get kicked
Me.
in the shins, and Alexander just looks at it and goes, well, that's just insulting. Can I not throw another javelin?
No.
I won't hit it this time. Well, I'll try not to hit it.
And I won't drop you into the ocean.
Well, okay then, that sounds like a deal to me. He throws a javelin.
I'm picking him up, flying over the ocean, where all I assume the awful, terrible water things are.
But I have the right to a counter check here. Thank you very much, Missy.
I will gladly.
Acrobatics for you and acrobatics or athletics for Alexander.
Wait, do you have that feat
You know,
that allows you to use acrobatics instead of athletics for grappling?
Oh yeah, no, it is athletics. Sorry. I said that wrong. Athletics for you, Potoo.
Oh, cool.
I got numbers wrong.
It happens.
Well, I got a natural 20.
of course you did.
Because that's
I got a
Ranna.
natural 9.
So yeah, you go to try and throw the javelin, and Potoo just kind of grabs you by the shoulders. Remind me again, what's your carry capacity there, Potoo?
What is carry capacity again?
5 times, no. Your strength stat times 15 is how much you can
times
carry.
15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I haven't been.
Is
I
that
haven't
the
been making you-
modifier, or
No,
is that
your stat. Like the number.
So,
I haven't been
17
making people
times
check for
15.
weight carry capacity, But when it comes to trying to lift up a full human being, I feel like I need to get
You
this sorted.
technically let me lift up a full human being back in Piltover and Zon.
Yes, but if I recall right, that's someone that was letting you. Alexander is probably trying to fight this off.
No, I don't think the enemy was letting me when I dropped him into the pier.
I mean,
But
that,
it's 255.
To 55. I weigh 304 pounds. Make of that what you will.
I'm gonna say you're
Here-
struggling to get him up just purely because he is fighting back. Plus all the gear he's got
Ah.
on as well.
Hey, no, you said you wouldn't put me in ocean if I threw at monkey.
It was sarcasm.
Well then,
Well, I don't get sarcasm. Put me down, you silly bird.
well then, to a fighting. You see Smee just laugh, grab some of his own gunpowder, and he's going to throw it at you all.
Shit, can we stop? He's doing something.
I'm going to need you all to make me a dex check.
Check or save?
Save.
I feel I shall elect to take this at disadvantage because I'm too busy trying not to bird.
Fair. Let's see the numbers. Oof. Oof. Kuiper and Kuiper and Alexander fail. Alari just about passes by actually meeting the DC
Oof.
because it was a DC 12. As you see this gunpowder just explode at your feet. And I don't know why it says this is bludgeoning damage.
Shrapnel, maybe? I don't know.
Kind of like force damage if you think
Yeah, I'd
about
call
it.
it like force damage, so...
It's not gonna matter either way.
Oh, there should
Yeah,
be an extra
that's-
D6 on that.
Oh, fair enough.
Just imagine Potoo
need
just
to
swings
fix that up.
himself to one side and Alexander gets a full face full of gunpowder.
I accidentally muted things for a second there. So,
Yeah.
10 damage for those that failed, 5 for those that passed.
Just looks at Potoo and goes, if you're trying to convince me not to kill the monkey, surely this is the worst way to go about it.
I think you kind of deserve it for hitting him with the javelin earlier.
Right, you go
It
and fix
doesn't
this fucking
matter.
problem, or I will throw another javelin.
It
Why
doesn't matter right now. Get him back, you bumbling idiot. Come on.
Just sets him down on the disc with a freaking Kuiper. How much damage did I take again?
Did you pass or fail?
I pass.
5. But you
Hey,
all
Potoo,
hear,
you done? Oh, sorry.
you will all hear the water underneath you churning and splashing violently.
You seem
time
to
to
have made
run.
me a little angry.
It's time to get off the water side.
And I'm trying to
If you
find it,
fly.
and I realized it's...
Yes, I can fly. Haha.
Why don't you just do that? Maybe get the fucking monkey while you're at it.
Technically speaking, Potoo is already flying. You were set down on the freaking disc.
I mean, it was more of a statement than anything. But yes, I know you're flying. I'm just saying. Oh, never mind.
Is anyone looking over the side of the bridge, or are you all just dashing for it?
I'd rather dash.
Okay.
I'm on a disc.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
this is
if
going at full speed as
Kuiper
well.
up, if Potoo picks Kuiper up, then it would be
Which is
going
20 foot
faster.
around.
So if no one is looking over the side of the bridge,
I can look over the side of the bridge. I might as well. I won't be doing a lot of walking.
right?
It's true.
You look over the side, and you see a pair of large yellow eyes glaring back.
Oh, fuck off. Is it him again? I think I saw him earlier in the water.
No, you saw a large red eye.
Yes, let's...
Surely we don't need tax for this.
And then you see the ethereal green glow around it.
Well, fuck.
Hey,
And then the large tentacles smash out of the water towards the bridge.
all of a sudden, I really wish this fucking Whatever this thing is, thanks, Kuiper, was going a little bit faster.
Remind me again, the speed of... What speed is everyone going at the moment?
60.
I'm going 50 per foot.
Okay.
You're
Sounds
going
like
60?
Yep.
Is it floating disc?
I said I was dashing. And the disc follows me.
So
Oh,
if
that's
you're dashing,
fair.
it's double your movement.
That's
This
fair.
can move up to 100.
Holy shit, I'm
Oh no,
fucking
this
zooming,
can move
lads.
up to 100. I was right.
So
Fucking zooming,
if I
lads.
recall right, we said the bridge was 200 feet long.
Yeah.
So that means that you'll be getting there in roughly 2 turns. So I will still need a save off you. And if I recall right, your 50 is just your normal flight movement, isn't it?
Yes.
So
So I
it would
suppose
be
I do
100
need
for you.
100. Ah,
Which means Alari is getting left behind in the dust.
Huh?
Because what's your dash movement?
60?
Yeah, you're getting left behind in the dust. Because everyone's
Oh, you're
within
not in
100.
monk. You're not in monk form, are you?
Oh, no. Actually, no, that's not right. I do. She keeps the same speed. So
80 is it then?
no, because it'd be because she's got 45 movement speed.
90.
Oh, but 90.
So you're
90.
just 10 foot behind everyone. Okay, that's fine. That could still go off. You'll still probably be needing to make one more save than the others. But yes. You will all see as it now rises out of the water. Essentially this.
ah, yes, Cthulhu.
Ah, yes,
Oh,
Japan.
God. Ah, Wagamamas.
Like something to do with Nagataboros.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
I'm
Can I just
doubting it
say,
with the way it's green.
that out of every fucking place that we have all collectively been, this is single-handedly my least favorite. We've been to that fucking Yordle place.
I would say Potoo,
Mm.
make me a nature. You'd be the most likely to know what this thing was in life.
Mm. 18.
Yes, you remember the giant octopus that you found last time in Bilgewater? The one that was almost filling out a building? That you managed to get back in the water?
Right.
This is its larger cousin, species-wise. They call them kraken octopuses.
Dragon octopuses,
Mainly because
because
they're
they couldn't
known
be quite the side.
mainly because they are known for destroying boats.
Sounds like a very, very bad James Bond film.
Ah,
Although you also know, when they're corrupted by the Shadow Elves like this one is, they go by a different name. They are the Darkwater Scourges.
yes, Darkwater Scourges. That's
Uh,
not a mouthful.
as the tentacles start to reach out for you, I am going to need athletics or acrobatic checks from you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, spaghettios.
So these things reach out to try and quite literally grapple you into the water. So we'll see. I'm not going to roll for those that aren't here because it doesn't feel fair. So it will be just on you four. Who has not rolled? Alekxander hasn't.
Oh, we're rolling again?
Acrobatics or athletics, which is higher?
Ignore the disadvantage.
14 then.
Not that it really made a difference.
So on Kuiper, Kuiper's grabbed.
Oh, yeah.
On Potoo,
Oh, my God.
I mean, it's still not 20, but she beats out anyway because of her having a higher number.
God, they wanted you.
They did. You just seem to
Why
be getting
did-
chased by a freaking
Jeez.
tentacle.
Why even bother rolling at that?
Because it's
Alari,
drama.
nope. They have grabbed Kuiper and Alekxander.
They grabbed the disc
Oh.
boys.
Do I have a free arm to try and grab the summoner orb out of my pack?
Given that you failed by 10 or more, no.
Very well.
Like, this thing quite literally has your arms pinned to your side. Armor of Magnificent.
Yeah, that makes things a lot more awkward.
Spectral Thrust that covers you in your gear. You gain 5 temporary hit points for your duration. If it hits you with a melee attack while you have doors, it takes 5 cold damage. Okay. So yes.
If it's gonna get really touchy, I'm going to anti-touchy it. That sounds awful shit, but
It turns into the no you.
You swear you hear Touchy Tim's theme happening.
do I even want to ask who Touchy Tim is?
Oh god,
Touchy Tim.
that makes
I
it
hope
even
he is a
better, to
god.
be honest. The fact that you don't know who Touchy Tim is makes it better.
So yes. You hear a couple of noises, probably like Alexander complaining and Kuiper making noise.
Probably shrieking.
Yep.
Um,
As you turn around, well,
I'll let
Potoo
everybody
would have
else
to
have a
turn
turn.
around. Delris, you could quite literally see this in front
Oh,
of you.
Alari.
Yeah, Alari could actually see this in front of her. Instead to her grabbed.
You want to get touchy? Let's try this.
No.
Just get Alexander out. I have this.
So, how far away from me are they right now?
If I recall right, the bridge is 15 foot wide. If you were in the middle, 10 foot either way.
Okay. So, I'm going to
No, I
do
should say
my.
10 foot either way, but also probably like 30 foot up.
That's fine. That's still within range for me. So I am going to cast Thunderstep to teleport up to where Alexander is and grab hold of him.
Do you want to know what the funniest part
Ha.
is? That bite
Ah.
actually hit.
You will not like it when I turn you into calamari. Oh.
So, you fully step up to get up to where the tentacle is as well.
I just grab hold of Alexander.
Yep.
So I don't know whether this thing's like fully corporeal or not.
Even though it's quite a more of a ghostly form, it still feels oddly solid to the touch.
I
Okay,
should
well-
not take a bite.
Am I allowed to make another action right now, or?
Before you do, I want you to make me a perception.
Okay.
You don't see it. Potoo, you can make me a perception.
15.
Alexander's slowly trying to chew through this tentacle. Like, so, Potoo, you do see it. You
Right.
see shapes climbing out of the water, climbing up these tentacles. They seem to be the ghosts of pirates, basically, like the spirits of dead pirates, clambering upwards to try and get the living.
Ooh.
Taking too long. Diving down to try and cut one of the tentacles.
Oh.
Have I actually been freed?
Am I allowed to make an action again, Lee?
Not just yet, because given that actions have been made, I need to make another action.
Can I have a shot?
I I'll let Alexander took a bite. You did that. I'll let Kuiper and Potoo make actions.
Very well. I'm going to Misty Step back onto the disc. And then
Yeah, that will work.
I will guidance Alari, who looks like she's gonna try and help Alexander out.
Okay. And Potoo, you said that you're just going to 18 hits a tentacle.
I assume that it's been long enough for me to actually get the curse onto my new weapon as well, correct?
It was there. Then you took the night in there. Then there was the night on the ship. That it's been a couple of nights.
Okay. I'm using that.
Okay.
And 1d8 plus 4. 12 damage.
Okay. So
And I am attempting to sever it, so.
So the actions that are now being made are it's essentially going to try and grab those three that are not grabbed, and the one that is grabbing Alexander, it's going to try and pull into the water.
Oh.
So I'm first things first. Athletics or acrobatics from Delris, Kuiper, and Potoo
Ew.
as it tries to grab you again.
How much do I get from guidance?
Plus 4.
1d4.
1d4. I'll use my guidance with this.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't need 24.
Potoo.
Down to 17.
All right. Does not grab Potoo. He's got Kuiper again.
Oh, I can do this all day.
And it doesn't grab Alari. And it is going to drag. Let's just roll a d6 for this, 5 foot for each one. It drags Alexander down 15 feet. Alexander is 15 feet above the water.
That
I'm
simply
holding
will
on
not
to
do!
Alexander. I'm holding on to Alexander, so I'll be 15 foot above the water too.
That's a lot of not frozen ice there, isn't it?
Oh, radiant bite! He just screams and everything gets blinded.
Can we make other actions now?
Yep.
That was
Okay,
a smite
so-
bite. You must accept the smite bite. Also, because I smite bite, I shall follow up with my extra attack, which is also smite bite.
We should actually ask you, how bad is this? How good is this going for him? Like,
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
how about both?
The bad news is it doesn't even look like you're hurting this thing that much. The good news is, given that was indeed radiant, he's going to have to make a check to see if it still keeps hold of you.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Smite bite. Yeah.
Yeah, it still managed to keep hold of you for the first one, but given that
Make
you
it over, you
extra
bitch.
attacked,
Fuck off!
You just
Okay,
pissed it
so-
off and not wants you dead even more.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because Alari is then going to, like, still holding on to Alexander. It's like, do you trust me?
Still has a mouthful of tentacle.
Whatever. I'm going to cast Thunderstep.
okay.
And Thunderstep us back to the bridge. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Let's just see. Yep. Alexander will need to as well, and I will need to make.
No, he won't. He's coming with me.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Each creature within 10 feet of space you left. Yeah,
Love
yep,
it.
Yep.
You boobies.
On the 20. Well, let's just
Oh,
have him
crit
roll what
pass.
he just rolled. 15.
15. My DC is 16, so it fails.
Ooh.
So you'd be taking the
Oh.
damage.
So it's going to take 3d10 thunder damage.
Suck
Hold
it, you hentai bastard.
But on top of that,
On top of
Oh,
those 3 pass.
Those 3.
Yes.
How many octopuses are down here?
That
No,
was
there were creatures coming towards us.
yeah,
Oh,
they were the
Ghost
undead pirates that
pirates.
were on the tentacle.
So the undead pirates will take half of that, so 6.
And given that they did indeed pass, I'm not going to make them make a check to see if they keep out. Like,
So
if they
we're back
failed,
on the
they
bridge
definitely
now.
wouldn't Yep.
lovely.
You're back on the
Could
bridge and you see
I?
Kuiper out until he misses
Alright.
steps, I'm assuming.
All right. Nah. I won't be able to escape this way. Therefore, I'm just going to do something 10 times more ballsy. So, I'm going to open with
Oh wait, I just
a
realised.
level 4 Radiant Wave with Elemental Cast.
I was about to say, I just realised I forgot that you could have also done your movement before they tried
It's
to
fine.
grab you.
It's fine. I was trying to help them too anyways, because I had to use guidance on Alari, didn't I?
The tentacle fails.
Lovely.
And
Just yeah.
it's DC 15, yes?
Yep.
2 pirates pass, 1 fails.
Lovely. But the important one is the
Yep.
yeah.
Let's see if the octopus lets go. Yes, it does. But the pirate stays on the tentacle.
On the tentacle. So that was a big use of my spell slots. Jesus Christ. And I'll just, seeing as everyone's relatively safe now,
Yeah, everyone's
I
not
will
grabbed.
misty step ahead. Anybody on the disc will also have the disc use its full movement to get to me.
I'd say that given you knew where the disc was, Alari, you could have thunder stepped back onto it.
Yeah, I'll do that instead of going to the bridge, I guess.
Yeah.
Because, like, that'd use at my last level,
Not
like
to
my last spell
mention,
slot for that level.
yeah, not to mention that you are slower than everyone else too.
That's fair.
So, and Potoo, I'm assuming you're just going to catch up with everyone too.
It shouldn't take me too long to just overtake them.
Oh yeah.
Fair. So, you got to the other side of the bridge as the tentacles are now just latching onto it.
Angry octopus sounds.
And you see the bridge beginning to break. Oh, yeah, no, you don't just spit out ectoplasm, you spit out a literal chunk.
Yeah.
Not a fan of seafood, huh?
That looks.
Honestly, tasted better than some of the shit you eat in the graveyard.
Ah.
It's going to lie. It's going to take another one to murder. No. No. Alexander is going to hold back. Alexander will not charge head first into this one. Alexander is doing breathing exercises.
Alexander's going a bit like stereotypical German.
Yeah, I think I just went through like multiple different European accents all at once. It's just what happens. I can't keep an accent for 10 minutes.
And you hear loud banging noises on the other side of the doorway. And the
You're
doors
going to make me do it again. No.
and the doors fly open.
Please say it's Alawi.
Fly open inwards, I should say. I'm not going to make you all get slammed by a door in retaliation.
I mean, it'd be kind of funny for Kuiper.
I'll do it.
Yes,
Alright.
the doors open inwards, aside from a tiny part just next to where Kuiper is, which slams in the face.
Just
Go on.
Kuiper specifically.
What's in here? Alexander wants to know.
You see this person on the other side of the door.
Yeah, it's Alawi.
Eyes are green! Don't trust. No, they're not that green, but they're green. No, but green.
She just
That's
looks.
more of a yellow green.
I heard loud banging outside. What is? Oh, it's you
Hi,
two
how you
again.
doing?
Just points at the giant octopus.
We'll have to get that repaired afterwards.
Yeah.
You live here.
Ectoplasm octopus is a strangely tasty.
Come inside,
Alexander.
Quillic.
Oh,
You should
but I
have
want
seen
to
his
try the
Alexander
products.
trying to eat it.
Well, I mean, if you want to be serious about it, I mean, Alexander got pretty fucking far.
She looks down to the chunk that's just on the ground. She just walks over and boots it into the ocean.
You gave it back. You're not supposed to give it parts of its flesh back. I don't know how ghosts work. Could someone please explain the fucking monkey now?
That was me.
Why do
They
you
were
know
trapped.
everybody?
They were on the boat with us. Did you not
You are
see
worse
them?
than Alexander's grandmother. Alexander's grandmother knew everyone as well.
Smee
Uh,
was literally on the ship with us. Did you not see him?
To be fair, with the amount of purple fucking elephants and other assorted shit that teleports onto the ship, are you surprised I can't remember what's on there? Or did you forget about the purple fucking elephants?
Oh no, I didn't forget about that. I don't usually forget about such things.
That is about all that Alexander can remember, because it was pretty unique in Alexander's opinion.
Alari just sighs at this and just pulls you all in. It's just the door.
Yes,
If you're
that's
going to argue inside. Also,
I mean, I was already inside, so
I should
okay.
I should note, Alexander, how tall are you?
6 foot.
I just need to look up something quickly because I was about to say something there. I remembered I actually have a chart for these. Let's see. How tall is Ilawi? Ilawi is 6'5".
I'm the same size as Alawi.
So yes, she is actually a bit like 5 inches taller than you, Alex. But roughly built, just as muscular as you are.
Alexander makes no note of this.
Hello, hello.
Alexander giveth no fucking.
Just like Alari just there, like.
I'm going to be honest here. I don't think much of your new friends.
Which
Which ones?
Yes.
Yes? Is that
Ah,
all of us? I
what's
guess
this?
we're all out now.
Well,
I think she means you.
yes. Words are words, but actions speak louder. And even though you did bite into the beast, maybe don't then stop to argue while it's still in range, unless you intend to kill it.
Okay then, Alexander turns around to go back out to fight it.
Wait,
No.
Smack dab into the doors that are closed.
That's what she said! She's given me point to prove! Surely I must now prove point!
If you
Prove
wish,
it later, maybe?
if you wish to prove your point, how about you kill the source, rather than that poor beast that was corrupted?
I mean, technically, that's why we're here.
That is what happens when beasts are corrupted. How does it turn flesh to ectoplasm? That makes me very uncomfortable.
I mean, it was flesh. Covered. Ectoplasm covered flesh.
Listen, the only place I felt that was in my mouth. I had to make a guess based off that. Give me a break.
We have a boat waiting outside to take you to the Serpent Isles, to the temple that we need you to go purge.
Yes,
Given,
I heard Hecarim's here.
yes, the horse is waiting down in the bowels of the temple. If you want to go prove, you can go fight that if you want to, Mr. Freljord.
Why, yes.
I mean, last time we
That
saw
does look
Hecarim, it
like
was in
that.
a Shuriban temple.
He gets around. Last I heard, he
Oh.
was destroying the Massia.
How long will trip to temple take?
I
She
guess
just
because
takes a
what we
quick
get.
peek outside a window. Seems about midday now. Should be there before nightfall.
Excellent. Alexander requires time to ask Volibear for his strength back.
I
Just
see
realized we
Voli-
have two other religious people here.
Oh yes, no, that's a good point. I need to.
Alari's just there, like, well, I'll have to make do with less spells, I guess.
Alari just lets out a hearty chuckle. Slaps a meaty hand down on your shoulder, Alexander. It's just like, don't speak to false gods in this temple.
Okay.
I had
Oh,
a
yes,
word with your golden dragon friend about this before, and I will tell you the same
yeah.
thing. In this house we worship Nagadaboros.
I do not
Phoeny's not
know
with
who.
us anymore.
I don't think I can pronounce that, if I'm being honest, but that's besides the point. I do not.
Anyway, just don't be rude.
Phoenyrie is no longer with us.
A shame.
I'm not here to argue which god is real and which god isn't. My
You can
only
see
job here is to
Galder.
show the strength of my own, and I do that in combat, and not with just everybody who gets slightly offended.
That I can respect.
This is the temple of Volibear, which I suppose is to be expected when nowhere near Freljord. I can respect that. I shall not bring him up too much.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe your new friends are not so bad after all.
Just wait.
He's less of a preacher type.
Uh,
But much
Those
more
two-
rash.
those two
Yes.
I am not so sure about still.
I
She
have never
points,
said
she
I'm
points to
rash.
Kuiper and Stellara.
No,
I'm
they're
do
fine.
sure they won't try anything weird.
not be mean to my little Kuiper. He is very powerful little mage and is very proficient in combat.
I just imagined
Don't worry
Alexander
about
picking up
the-
Kuiper.
Don't talk to my little Kuiper like that.
I just realized if I do go to try and edit these videos with those kind of cutaways, that's going to make the oddest visual because it's going to be a cat quite literally holding up what's his name? I forgot his name now.
Acceptable.
Ralsei.
Ralsei.
Oh God.
Don't
Absolutely.
just speak to my son like that.
They are fine.
Honestly, Bird, she's alright when she's not trying to make me fish food.
Oh no, I have met Potoo before. Potoo is fine in my books.
Yes.
Kuiper and Stellara are very good at what they do.
It is not so much what they do that
I
worries me.
understand. You have concerns about their belief. But right now, we are here to help you deal with your problem. Allow them to prove themselves.
Very well. Come with me then. I will take you to the boat.
As we are walking along, so I will be honest, I do not know much about the temple we are heading to. What information can you give me about the threat we will face in there?
Well, it was home to the Bulu people, but at the moment they have evacuated due to the sheer amount of spirits that are occupying within. Expect a lot of aquatic opposition as well, given quite a lot of the temple is submerged, as Nagadaboros would want.
Shame we don't have gills.
Kuiper and Alexander, you do quite literally see her looking around. What seems to be a large brass orb. And occasionally you do think you see like a spectral tentacle or two just kind of reach out of it.
So, these spirits. I mean, I can only base it on what my companions have said. I assume they are related to the Shadow Isles I keep hearing.
Indeed. They are not natural spirits to these places. If they were, they would have ties to Nagadaboros herself, but these ones follow a different master.
I
There
cannot
you go.
imagine that is very pleasant. You have my deepest condolences.
And she'll just like open up a side door leading to a small dock where a small rowing boat is. We would have provided you with a person to help travel there with, but unfortunately our men are busy elsewhere right now. And then you see something glowing on her person as she like gets the boat set up for you.
That glow.
Mm,
She just kind of pulls it out. This is bad news. Uh, one of you know my work relationship with uh the captain, yes?
Alright.
Yes.
Which
I've
one?
had fortune.
No, I do not know, but I
I've
do
had one
now.
of my men among her ranks at the moment, just to keep an eye on things. This is them contacting me. One moment. And an image will pull up. And yes, you see, basically, it's like a live footage kind of thing. You see the sentinels pretty much right in front, and you see Miss Fortune stood in front of Viego, who then hands over a small glowing orb to him. Pinco will kind of just like wince upon seeing it, and will just let out a small cry of, "That's the feta."
Well,
And then you see Sir Fortune turn around and get stabbed through the back with Viego's sword.
Well, I suppose we should have seen that.
yes.
Hey, Alexander wonders what the hell would have happened if Alexander stayed in Freljord at this point. I have never seen anything, let alone something that's not a disease or well, weather pattern spread this quickly. Alexander is not a man who is scared very often, but this concerns him greatly.
And you do indeed see her form take on a sickly green glow.
Well, I'm glad Delris isn't here to see this.
That's misfortune, isn't it?
Surely we have to tell her this.
Yes. We will tell her at some point, but right now she doesn't need to know.
Why?
Yeah, you do indeed
I
see her
imagine she
take
would
off
probably drop everything and go
that
try to
look.
save it.
Mm-hmm.
May I ask what their relationship is? Because every time you all seem to know each other very in and out. It's very weird.
They don't particularly have a relationship. It's more Misfortune knows that my sister has a weakness for a pretty face.
More of a manipulation type situation.
The faster we get.
No, I don't get it.
Basically,
But
I don't know if you have the saying in Freljord, but her sister is wrapped around the captain's little finger.
Alexander gives the blankest look.
It doesn't matter in the long run.
It really doesn't. You've got a mission to do, and I've got fortifications to prepare.
Mhm.
If the
That
captain has
man.
gone rogue, then we need someone to oppose.
That man behind the man that stabbed Misfortune.
You would recognize that person, actually,
Is
Alexander.
this
Viego.
Vorego man I keep hearing of?
We have told you, Fia.
Alexander, I think you need to work on your memory skills.
Alexander, you were there when we spoke to him.
We've spoken to him.
Yes!
Alexander does not remember.
He is technically the rabbit's boss.
I remember talking to the fucking bitch-ass rabbit.
Yes, that's who she works for.
Yes, I remember talking to her. I don't remember talking to him.
Well, we've spoken to him.
Where? Jog Alexander's memory here.
When we were getting back on the ship. Doesn't matter
Yes.
now. Let's go. The sooner we
Alexander,
do this,
he's getting
better.
on. He's getting on. We've got a good 8 hours on this boat. We can talk about it there.
Alright.
Yep, so you all board the boat. Who is rowing?
Would you like to take one oar or leave Alexander with both?
I mean, you've already prepared for it if you want. It'll keep you
Alexander
distracted.
will require a
Alari-
certain amount of rest in order to get Volibear's consent to murder things. But
Alari-
Volibear can row for a bit, yes.
My biggest question
Alari-
is who has proficiency in sea vehicles?
That would be
Vehicles.
Waffleberg and Potoo.
Alari will drop a gold coin into the water.
Yep.
Potoo will do the same.
What the fuck are you doing?
Drop a coin in the water.
Drop a coin in the water and Nautilus will not kill you.
Yep, you
Are you
also,
not familiar with Tide?
you also see Waffleberg, Pinco, and Mariah drop a coin.
What? I have no reason to disregard this. I simply wish to ask the question before I do so. What the fuck is a Nautilus? Keep in
Very
mind that I am from
large.
the mountains and not the water.
Very large creature that will kill you if you do not pay the tithe.
He just wants a golden coin.
Mariah will just
Yes.
pipe up a bit and just say, "Remember the giant thing Nico became that stepped on you and almost killed you? That's a
Hang on,
Nautilus."
Yes,
That is a Nautilus.
Alexander
that is the
Alexander
one.
loves to drop the gold
Nautilus.
coin in.
The actual Nautilus is a lot more threatening
Is
than Nico.
he a good boy?
Neutral.
As
He
long
just
as you paid the tithe, he's a good boy.
He just likes money. I suppose I can't disagree with that. Hang on. Alexander has stuffed his gold pack very deep in his arsenal because he never uses it.
Alexander has stuffed his gold pack deep in his arse.
He's not having Volibear's symbol. That's rations. He's not having a fucking platinum coin. Fuck off. Golden coin. That leaves Alexander with exactly 69 golden pieces. Alexander thinks this is very nice. And he throws a gold coin in.
You just hear from the depths just a blurbled noise.
Throw the platinum coin in there and you get golden.
Well, I hope that tax goes to making better seafaring journeys.
We will see as you start rowing to get across there. I'm going to say it's not going to take you too long, so I'm just going to roll one sea encounter.
I am not a rower in particular, so just tell me which direction you want me to take this thing.
That way.
Which is also known as let someone else make the sea vehicles check.
Potoo, given that you're the one that has the proficiency, you can make me a wisdom check. Say wisdom, given you're not the one that's actually rowing, you're the one that's just kind of pointing the way. I wonder what that noise was next to me then. It's the cat trying to climb up the sofa. Hi, Fritz.
Adorable.
I apologize, I was getting spoken to again.
That's okay.
And
How dare you get spoken to?
I thought you were going to say you got spunked on again.
Oh my!
Fuck's sake.
That would have been very bad.
just casual. Yeah.
It's just there. Ranna's just there playing a character in the background. All he hears, oh!
Wisdom check, please.
Okay.
Ranna just goes, must have been the wind. Huh?
Need something?
Oh, what's that voice?
Must have been my imagination.
Must have
21.
been a rat.
Yep. You quickly check around. You point out which way is north. You tell Alexander to roll that way. Ow. Ow. Cat.
Oh no, the sky voice is getting attacked.
I am.
Somebody said.
The cat decided your left hand now belongs to me.
That's adorable.
That was your tie.
Just in case we lose our way, and I don't have concentration up right now.
Okay.
Just clasping guiding hand to his nose so it goes in the right direction.
An 8
Yeah.
is no encounter. So
A
it is
couple
quite plain
of
sailing.
hours in, Alexander
Nice.
will allow someone else to take over so we can actually get a long rest in.
Oh, in that case.
Sure.
Anybody want to help me? I don't need to sleep.
Potoo will.
Okay. In that case, let me roll again. Oh. Oh, fun. So as you're rowing along, something surfaces to the right of your little rowboat. It doesn't knock your rowboat over, but it does kind of make you rock back and forth a bit.
Hmm.
It seems to be a deserted ship.
Ooh, slow
Oh,
down, slow
goody.
down.
Ghost ship.
Okay, that's just for future reference.
That's twice you've rolled that now. 3d6, 631.
So yes, there is a large ship to your right.
Let's have a quick look. If you're up for it.
I have to keep somebody on the boat.
Mariah, Waffleberg, and that lot will volunteer to stay behind.
Alright, then I'll hop on with Kuiper. Don't
Okay.
want him getting abducted.
Alari,
Yeah, I'll go with him, I guess.
Alexander, I'm guessing you're still sleeping.
Sleep.
Okay.
Snoring like the bear he is.
Despite the fact that this is used for gently used fish, I'm just going to take you over to the gently used fish just to help with this because it's the closest thing we have to a boat.
Kuiper will
But-
also tell Waffleberg to...
The gently used ghost.
Yeet.
Kuiper will tell Waffleberg to leave a alarm next to Alexander, and the trigger would be whenever we call out, just in case.
Is it just me or is that... Oh, there we go. It's not blurry anymore. So yes, you get onto the ship. Make me a perception check, you three.
Yeah, 1 second.
Sending your little buddy out to do things.
Yeah, why not?
None of you see anyone on board.
Oh,
It seems to be deathly quiet, as if this has been an abandoned
Oh,
ship for some
lovely.
time. You don't even hear any like ghostly wails or anything. It just seems to be an abandoned ship.
Hear
It does seem
anything?
to be the captain's area just at the other side of the ship, though.
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Let's keep quiet.
Okay, you're keeping quiet as you do this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you head on over to there, I've got to make a quick roll. Where are the stats? Where are the stats? Oh, that
I'm gonna have
works
to
better.
BRB a sec, sorry.
That's fine.
Alrighty.
They have
Hmm.
that. Perception goes off wisdom, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. How do I set up a little macro thingy here for typing in like /1d20 to make it roll with advantage?
I'll put it in chat.
I'm just doing this because I realized that I've got to roll this 10 times.
There you go.
So it's better me doing that than rolling 1d20 20 times.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to want people to make me stealth checks. If you're being quiet.
Very well. Mm.
We will be going off the lowest. If you all show me together. So, until Delris comes back, we'll be going off 11. Well, Alari. So let's see.
Oof.
Oh.
6. 8. 9. 10.
It's not looking hot.
As you approach the captain's quarters, you start to hear some scurrying. And some loud chittering noises.
How guilty rats.
I mean, you don't know it's rats.
Oh, don't make me use a fish again.
And then out the holes
Show
of the
us
ship.
the beasties. Clearly they're here.
Yep, they've noticed you. Like 5 of them noticed and they've alerted the others. I don't know why that didn't drag onto the map.
Yep.
Oh, then I saw everyone get an exclamation mark
It's
over
right
their
here
things.
for me.
Give me a sec, I'm going to have to refresh the page. Oh, yep, there they are now. I'm going to have to refresh the page. Refreshes the appear automatically as soon as I do so. But yes. And now the map is not there at all. There we go. But yes. These are... What the hell is happening? Calm your tits game. Yes, these are indeed wharf rats. AKA the same species that Sharky Teeth is.
Oh, we could totally try to bribe them if you want.
Kuiper is immediately going to set the alarm off.
The alarm next to Alekxander.
Yes.
Okay. Alekxander, make me a... Yeah. 1, 2, 5...
That's not... No, you don't sleep through Waffleberg's alarm.
Waffleberg is probably going to take offense to that.
Oh no.
It's just Alekxander just sleeping through. They're like, alarm, alarm, alarm.
Yeah.
So Waffleberg just slaps him on the head and be like, wake up! Wake up!
Wake up!
That won't get you up. Moonman's alarm just
sorry.
went off.
What?
Moonman's alarm went off.
Here's Alexander's alarm.
Then why are you waking me up? Wake him up. Goes back to sleep.
You hear a distant fight.
Just before you go. I'm
Nope.
gonna say you heard that one.
Did I hear the words light?
I think they said fight.
You would now hear very, very loudly in your messaged head, I said fight!
Immediately picks up a wharf rat and just
Somebody
throws
say
in the direction
fright.
of Alexander.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so confused. Fright? What do we
As you
find?
then start seeing random explosions coming from the ship. That's Warforged just get.
Ah, fight!
He's awake now.
You all see Alexander
you long
scramble
enough.
onto the ship.
My fault. Waffleberg said that your alarm went off, and you're clearly already up, so it didn't make much sense to me.
Alexander, you see what seem to be. I'll just enlarge this picture so that you can get a better example of what these things are. Doors.
What are those?
Warfrat.
I've got to be completely honest. I already hate them.
They're a mixture between sharks and rats, so shats.
I like your naming style.
And yes, they are all.
Cracks one arm, cracks the other, cracks shoulders, stretches out, wipes sleep from eyes.
So that's 2 of your turns.
Thinks about emo rabbits and
Oh,
uses
no.
rage.
Okay,
Wait, do
fair.
we have an initiative order?
I was actually checking to see how long we've been
Oh, okay.
recording for. This
Very
fight's
well.
not going to last that long, so let's go for initiative.
I mean, I can ult if you want.
You can ult. Let's see what did we
There's
do with this?
just enough Warforgeds here to do so.
They got a 20. Potoo, you've got a higher dex bonus, so I'll give you 20.5. And now we have to wait for Alari to get here.
I'm furious.
Also, I should probably delete Delris off the map and add Alari.
Wait for Alari to get here.
Wait for Alari to get here. Oh, there she is.
Delris got Thanos.
But yes. Obviously none of these are Sharky Teeth, by the way. I'll just state that off the bat. None of these are Sharky Teeth, and none of these look like they've been possessed by the mist. These are just quite literally wild dwarf rats. And everything that comes with that. Which means don't expect these to be a hard fight. Where is... She is still BRB. That is the big oofs.
You could roll it and see if...
Yeah. Let's go for it.
I'm telling you to roll it, it's probably going to be a nat 20.
Claws.
I mean... Hell.
Using one of the Warfrats for her.
Oh god, I just realised, yeah, what's happened there? Dion was a Warfrat all along.
Wait, what?
I must have highlighted one of the Warfrat tokens when I rolled
What?
initiative. Oh wait, no, she's 19. I
Welcome
rolled
back.
initiative for you,
What?
got a 19.
Okay.
You were a Warfrat for the briefest of seconds.
There we go. Yeah. They pretty much picked up on your center and it's 10 Warfrats.
I
Are you good?
not really.
What's up? Tired? Or
And we're losing Lee.
Yeah.
oof. As I said, this fight's not going to go on for that long, so don't worry too much, and we'll
I think
probably
I'm
be ending
kind
the
of at
session
my
after
limit.
that. Unless you want to end the session there, and we pick this fight up next week.
I'm fine with that.
I'm cool.
Oh god, another roboting again.
That's okay. kind of just.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. He's losing it.
I'll talk to you guys
Oh God, yeah.
later.
All right.
Alright.
Bye.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I
Are
quite
you
literally
still
just.
gonna be in town early tomorrow, Lee?
Yeah.
Lee?
Yeah, I'm
Are you
here.
still gonna be in town early?
Yes.
So she's like 30 seconds behind.
Oh, like I have dropped to
Okay.
red.
Hey, I'll see you in the morning, I guess.
Oh my God, yeah, everything's dropping.
Is
It's disconnected from. Is that? There we go. Like my internet must have just had a moment.
Your internet shat hard.
It did. I was trying to tell her, yes, I will be down early. But given my internet is trying to quite literally murder itself, we will be ending it there for this week.
Very well.
Timing.
It was actually, yes. So thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Dark Tides of Runeterra.
Be cursed and you will be dead at 3 a.m. next week.
Bye.